welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest game of the year, the last game of the season, a winner-take-all single-game NBA Final. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. We do see NBA teams utilizing more zone defenses. Raptors coach Nick Nurse said, offense changed so drastically, now defense is having to adjust. Lakers' Frank Vogel said when your team is down and looking for a spark, the zone can break their rhythm. Kevin?
We see cycles all the time in the NBA for sure, David. Thank you. Here are the starters for Las Vegas. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Ingram, and at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Be out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And so it's official, folks. The NBA Finals have tipped off. And what a game we've got in store. Powell against Jones. Right side Jackson. Pass to Zubac. That one doesn't drop. And it's Las Vegas the other way. Hayes the pass to McCollum. On the wing, Jones. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. They get the rebound. Another shot. And he banks in the lane. Valanciunas has got the first points up on the board tonight here for Las Vegas. And here is Powell. To the inside. Zubac in the post. Guarded by Valanciunas. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Jackson, and McCollum with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. That shot wide open.
Okay, we see the mid-range game of Norman Powell starting to take shape, doing work.
McCollum dishes to Hayes. Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Takes it off the glass.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And the basket by McCollum. And the NBA commissioner said a while back, we want to find ways to make the regular season more exciting. So, Greg, the play-in tournament certainly has done that. In past years, we wouldn't have had 9 versus 10 with a shot at the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 extra teams now vying for a playoff spot. And it's that win-or-go-home scenario that's ratcheting up the interest. You know, you see it a lot in college basketball. The stakes are just so much higher moment to moment within a game. And the play-in format has led to some epic endings.
And, Greg, it's similar to a Game 7 in any series. The one-and-done element raises the intensity for sure. The injury. So when a guy does something spectacular, it resonates on a higher scale. That's often how legends are made.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Jackson following the basket by C.J. McCollum. From the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Now McCollum, he's got 5. Back to Hayes. Here's Ingram. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Hayes.
And this is what you want more of. Ingram has to keep being aggressive like this.
Again, Los Angeles.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Powell against Ingram. And it's good for 2. Ingram's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Clippers trail by 3. Passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Pass to Powell. With the drive. And he uses the glass on the way. He's got 7.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the left wing, here's Hayes. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, the matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And then for Las Vegas, B comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Larry Nance is subbed in for Hayes.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so here are the Clippers. After the basket by Las Vegas. B, the pass to Coffey. Here's Mann. He's covered by Ingram. And Coffey gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Las Vegas leading by 3. Cullen passes to D. The 10-footer. Again, Las Vegas scores.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B.
Number 40.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Hartenstein passes to B. The 11-footer off the left rim and out.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Ingram. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Clippers trail by 7. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And that's a little
little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the basket by McCollum.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Here's Coffee. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked him. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Las Vegas.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Robert Covington comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And ABC subbed in for B.
Robert Covington sought out the contact, finishes the play, and now will try to finish the three-point play.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Devontae Graham's checked in for Jones. Las Vegas leading by 8. Now here's Ingram. 8 points for him. Drops in the layup for 2. Ingram's got 10.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Coffee. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Drives to the hoop. He gets that one.
Devontae Graham.
And Las Vegas leads by 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
ABC passes to Covington. Unloads from 9. No good there. And it's Las Vegas the other way. And the pass to B. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Ingram. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Knocked loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And Las Vegas making a change here.
Najee Marshall.
So it's Las Vegas now. 13-point lead. Passes it to B. Over in the corner, Marshall. Shoots over Batum. And so it's Las Vegas. Looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Evan Sharp from beyond the arc putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got ABC. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Clippers trail by 13. Here's ABC. He kicks it to Batum. Inside, Coffee. The layup off target. Las Vegas has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. If he passes to B. Here's B. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. B's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Las Vegas. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Hayes is checked in. A three-pointer is right on target. B's got his second bucket tonight.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Off the inbound, no good. Las Vegas leading by 18. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Covington's shot is off. Las Vegas has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Graham, the pass to Marshall. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the basket by Jackson.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
To the wing right side. Now here is Murphy. He's covered closely. And then Murphy with the dunk.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Powell. After the basket by Las Vegas. And the dunk by Powell.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender, Norman Powell on the dribble drive. Okay, I see you.
Graham kicks to Marshall for the three. And another three for Las Vegas.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Pass to Powell. Covered by Hayes, taken away by Hayes. Covington with the steal. Takes the 13-footer, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
But just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area.
Back to Graham. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. B, the pass to Graham. And another three for Las Vegas.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Powell with it. He's got 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his first foul. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Clippers. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Here's Powell. Here's Hartenstein, and he converts the layup.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
And despite the expectation of a tight game between 9 and 10, last year was a different story in the East. Remember, Indiana destroyed Charlotte 144-117 behind a huge effort by Domantas Sabonis. Talk about a guy who became known to a whole new group of fans.
I mean, we thought the Pacers would probably win that game, but not by 27 points. Their offense, ridiculous that night. However, things played out much differently in the West.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Las Vegas leading by 20. Here's Graham. Again, Las Vegas scores.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Last year, the Grizzlies squeaked by the Spurs in a low-scoring brawl. Memphis started strong. build a 19-point lead by the end of the first. But remember, San Antonio used a balanced attack to battle back and had their chances. The Grizzlies, though, gutted it out and won.
And you think about the performances in that game. Everyone remembers Ja Morant's highlights, Dylan Brooks' jump shooting, but the real star for Memphis that night was Jonas Valanciunas. He put up 23 and 23, and that kind of showing creates a whole new layer of visibility for him.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Marshall's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for B. ABC comes in for Marcus Morris. Mann's checked in for Norman Powell, and B's subbed in for Jackson. Mann gets the bucket.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And he gets it to go.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
A minute 50 left in the second quarter. The pass to Valanciunas. McCollum outside. It's stolen. Mann passes to B. Here's Hartenstein. Guarded by Valanciunas. Batum for three. And another three for the Clippers. 1:19 left to play here in the half. McCollum dishes to Nance. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
He's checked in for Las Vegas. A three ball. And Jones pulls it down. Las Vegas leading by 16. Kicks it out to McCollum. In the corner, it's Ingram. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ingram's got 16 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Dupree. Pass to Mann for three. And he's good on the three ball. Mann's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And here's Jones. He's got 7. Passes it to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Batum grabs the miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
From deep three-point range. Doesn't go that time. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Las Vegas ahead, up by 16. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The NBA playoffs are happening, and we're happy to have you here for the halftime show. Checking out Las Vegas. They've taken this opening game by storm, playing championship-level ball on both ends of the floor. If the first half is any indication of what this series will be like, we may be in for a show. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
First of all, where's the intensity on it? I think when a team is pumping you like this, and just trying to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that'll about do.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court right now for Las Vegas, C.J. McCollum out there with Jones. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Hayes. And it's Valanciunas, and it's center. Sinks the three-pointer.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Pass to B. And the shot goes in.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Ingram. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. Shoots over Powell. And it's Ingram missing. Clippers trail by 19. Into the lane. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 9.
This is where the focus and the confidence of Marcus Morris shows through. This guy's so good at keeping his eye on the target.
Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him. And McCollum with the slam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
It's good from long range.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's B, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jackson from long range. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 5.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Cullen passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
McCollum against Jackson. It's McCollum with the drive. Here's Valanciunas, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
B, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And he drives in, and the basket by McCollum.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson from long range. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's the pass to Jones. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Las Vegas shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First one falls for him. So for Las Vegas, Murphy's checked in, and it's Marshall in for Brandon Ingram. He's perfect from the line this time. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jackson looking it over. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
It's really clear to me that Marcus Morris has an unshakable belief in his ability to score at will.
Las Vegas leading by 9. B the pass to Murphy. Now McCollum. Snatched away. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing. You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 10. Outside Covington. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Covington's got 5.
This guy has tremendous concentration under the contest. Robert Covington still able to make the shot.
They get a hand on it. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. He gets it in there.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Las Vegas.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Clippers. And then slams it in.
What I love about Larry Nance Jr. is he doesn't need the ball to be effective, but when he does get the ball, he shoots with high percentage.
Now here's Jackson. 13 points in the game. Over McCollum. It'll go, and the Las Vegas lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jackson.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Los Angeles has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Knocks it loose. Now Nance. Driving in. It's deflected, and he recovers it. McCollum kicks to Marshall. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Las Vegas leading by 5. Nance outside. Now here is Murphy. Back to Nance from downtown, and the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got 5 now.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
And the Clippers call time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the team, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Tony Snell's checked in for Marshall. B, he's guarded by McCollum. Passes it to B. Here's Mann. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It's good.
They're not relying at all on three-point shots. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. If he passes to Nance. McCollum feeling it out a bit. The three-pointer no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Count that one.
42.
B's got his second basket of the night. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Again, Los Angeles. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's McCollum. T right on him. Pass to Nance from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. This one for three. And Marcus Morris with the three. And now just a 3-point Las Vegas lead.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's McCollum. And too long on the shot.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Las Vegas leads by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Come on, fans. It's the
And we're back, a lot on the line for this playing game with 1 quarter left to go. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Then there's B, and it's Man in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Man. That one goes. Count it.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Ingram outside, driving to the basket. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Jones is checked in. And that one falls for Ingram. And here is Los Angeles now. 4-point game. Here's B. Another one falls for the Clippers.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Cullen passes to Valanciunas. Jones up top. It's Ingram on the wing. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Valanciunas against Zubac. And that one hits back iron. And Ingram has got the ball here for Las Vegas. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Crazy jump from the wiry Ingram. That's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
Clippers trail by 6. He takes it in, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late, and it catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Norman Powell comes in for Man. And ABC subbed in for B. McCollum finds Ingram. Now here's Hayes. Guarded by Powell. And Jones has it in the corner. Fires at the elbow. Again, Las Vegas scores.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And that's about the worst defense
I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And the basket by McCollum.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Here's ABC. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Powell. And Jones sends it back. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And Hayes kicks to Ingram. Got a piece of it. He's covered by Ingram. Pass to Zubac. The pass to Powell. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Las Vegas calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for ABC. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Las Vegas' coach talk to his team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Thanks, David. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jackson against McCollum. Jackson down low. And McCollum with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Man, that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Las Vegas leading by 6. Pass to Hayes. Ingram left side. Back to Hayes. Clock at 6. Shoots over Zubac. Again, Las Vegas scores. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Knocked away. Ingram with the steal. Pass to Hayes. Back to Ingram. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Ingram's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Right wing. Zubac finds Jackson, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Las Vegas. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here are the Clippers now, trailing by 10. Here's Powell, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
At the line for your Clippers.
The free throw drops for Powell. Las Vegas leading by 7. Here's McCollum. Outside, Jones. The dish to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his third assist on the night.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas showing good hands and finishing ability inside. And this guy on that end of the floor has always been effective.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. In the corner, it's Ingram. Launches a three, and another three for Las Vegas.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Down low, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Las Vegas calls timeout. They're leading by 10. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the fourth. Las Vegas leading by 10. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. McCollum, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Rebounded by Valanciunas. Las Vegas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Ingram with it. Cullen passes to Valanciunas. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for Las Vegas.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this is exactly the kind of performance they needed to keep their season alive.
And with a win like this, they're making it clear they want to be a part of the postseason beyond the play-in tournament.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Brandon Ingram.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hartenstein's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for B. Mann's checked in for Marcus Morris. And B's subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Graham. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. And with the rebound. And stolen by Graham. And that's it. A big-time win for them here, folks. Well, they've made it through the first one and have a little momentum on their side for sure. They can go now into the next game, knowing the playoffs are well within reach.
Yeah, I mean, if this game's about survival for the 9th seed, the next one's about glory. That 8th spot in the playoff bracket will be on the line.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.